Hello class, today we're going to be doing is the speed run on MadLibs. So I'll officially start the counter when it says on the little call out on the thing. I just got to describe a few things. So real quickly what I did was I took these numbers from my random.org, which this is actually a timestamp of right now that I did this. I copied these, and then what I did was I cut down so that we have 3, 3, 8, 6, 4, the same setup that you have up above in that blue text, which I think is right here. So 3, 3, 8, 6, 4, 8, 8, 6, 6, 8, 8, 6, 6, and I also put the must random. And so we're starting the code and so this is going to be a speed run just to see how fast I can do it. And just to help you guys out, I'm going to copy the 3 sections that I need, which is a triple nested, a double nested, and then the else if I can just straight up copy. So I'm going to copy this right above here, and then I'm also going to copy the else if, which this is good enough. So now I have all the code that I need. So first thing we want to do is get the if-else code, because I have 3 options. So I'm going to take this 3 options right here, and I am going to go down. I have 1, 2, and I am going to do one of the 6 outputs. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we have 1, 2, and I'm going to put a space 3. Then I have my 8 outputs. That's a triple nested if. I'm going to copy this code. I'm going to, so I have 1, 2. I'm going to put a little spacer, paste 3. I'm going to put the spacer also right here. So I have 3, 8. Now I need the double nested if, so I'm going to scroll up, get the double nested if. I should really copy that spacer, but I didn't. So I'm going to have, I think, 2 of these, if I remember correctly. Triple, double, double, triple, triple, then double, double. So paste that, paste that. So I have 2 triples now. So I'm going to copy this. Boom, enter, boom, and then I have 2 doubles. And that's the double right there. If else. So I'm going to copy this twice at the end of this code. 1, 2. And now I have my setup where I have all 8. And now what I need to do is burn through this. So I need to basically copy this and put it right here. We go boom. Ooh, I should take the sum as well. I need boom. Uh-oh. Copy, not paste on top of that. Copy this right here. Copy 59 after the 110, which is right here. Copy the 50 after the 59. Boom. Copy the 57 down, and this is just formatting all the code in the right spot so that I have all the correct random numbers for the correct if-else's. And I completely forgot which one I was on, so I'm going to go to the end. 100. Right here. Man, a whole bunch of scrolling. Now I do the 50. Right here. And then this one, 65, I'm also checking for 57. I have 57, now I have 65. And there we go, now I set them up so that all, no they don't. I missed one. Grand. So that's the 65. I messed up somewhere. Anyways, we'll figure it out soon. So the first one I need to do is a sum of 41 numbers. First one to do is I'm going to create a short, just like an int. I'm going to name it a short. And I'm going to set that equal to a typecasting a short to a math.random times 41 plus 1. And I'm putting the parenthesis right there. And I want to make sure this compiles. From int to a short, so I actually need to typecast it after I add 1. There we go. Because the plus 1 automatically picks up a default type of int. So you type the whole cast to short. And please realize the short goes from 1 to 127, I think it is, so 41 is well within that range. The first number is less than 3. The next number is 18. 18 plus 3 is 21. And then I have my 3 outputs. What I need to now do is go to the MadLibs on box and download the template. Open that up. So I'm going to maximize this. I'm going to go to use this one. I'm going to go Mr. Fenson. I can enable editing. Zoom in a little bit so we can all see it. So Mr. Fenson types so fast the world stops spinning around and around because of Chuck Norris's roundhouse kick. So instead of Mr. Fenson, another person we can have is Mr. T, and then do Mrs. Keys. Then instead of types, we have runs, jumps. Instead of so fast, runs. Mr. Fenson runs so slow, so adjectively, so impressively. And I'm going to click up here, and then I'm going to go column width to 15, so I have a little bit more space on each word so I can see it better. So impressively, so magically, I like that one. So negatively. And instead of the world, the school, the house, the car, the plane, the bird, good old Superman, stops spinning, stops texting, stops singing, and stops talking. Ooh, even better. Around and around, stops texting, up and down, all around, in the air, over the seas, stop spinning, on life, and on their phone, and in their seats. Now it doesn't make perfect sense, but it does. So because of, instead of, in honor of, instead of Chuck Norris, we have Donald Trump. A roundhouse kick, build a wall. So now I have all of my text, and this is what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to copy these over to my code. And so I'm going to actually just comment them out and paste. And then I'm going to cut them right into here. And yeah, there we go. So now I have that done. Now I need one variable to change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a if statement if a short is less than 20, then let's make a byte 1 equals 0. I think that should compile. Yeah. So I'm going to say 1 equals 1. and then else 1 equals 2. And then I'm going to output this in a complex string output where I'm going to say 1 plus space Mr. Fenson. So there's going to be a 1 or 2 in front of it. So I have 1 done. Now I need to go to the next one. So I again need this line right here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this on every line of code. I'm not going to use a short every time, but I can change out short quite easily. So now I have the math.randoms on every single one. And now what I need to do is do the next one. So I have the 1, now I need another one. I'm going to change, I already have 1 short, I need another short. I'm also going to make a boolean on this one. Boolean temp equals, I'm going to use the 80% function. Now I need to copy over this stuff. So I'm going to go boom. Again, this is just the if-else if. So this is really easy. I can do 1, I can do 12, 1 plus 11, and then the 16's down there. So I need to do the complex string output. So I'm just going to actually output temp, because that value changes between true and false. And then I'm just going to output the following strings. And so this is at y position 10, so this needs to be y position 20. And then we need to go to the next one, because that's pretty much it. I have 2 variables, so I'm all done. I already have a short, I already have a byte, so let's do another byte. That won't work, because byte's max value is not that. So I'm going to do a byte short. I'm actually going to keep that there, and I'm going to copy it and paste it. So I'm going to use 41 for that. Actually, let's make it 5. 1 to 5. And then I'm going to get let's do a long. Might as well. So I'm going to make this a long. So I'm going to typecast it to a long. I need 110 values. And this is looks like a triple nested if, because I have 8 of them, so I'm going to split them right here. I need to sum these up, so 9, 27, 30, 45. And the sum of this is, 30, 62, 4. So now what I need is, this is going to be 45. Halfway between 45 is 24, because we have 19 plus 5. And then I'm just going to put 5 here. And then this is going to be 20, if it's bigger than 24, so 24 plus 18 is 32, 42. And now I have all those options. Now I need half of that, so I'm going to go with adding 31 to 45, 76. And then this is going to be 60. And then so 76 plus 17 is, sorry, let's do 16. So that's 82, 92. Wow, it's actually right there. That's really crazy. So again, now I want to copy over my text from here. Make sure I have them all. And now I'm going to actually cut them so that they disappear. But I need to copy over my g.drawString lines. And I want to make sure that it's 30 before I start pasting. And I'm going to erase all the comments that I put before, because those comments aren't right anyways. Boom, 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 booms. And I'm going to cut, paste. And I don't care what percentage each word gets, to be honest, because that's not what's important about this program. And then just to keep with my correct format, I'm still going to paste in my string so I know what is outputting there. And now I need to put in a random thing, so I'm going to do a, let's do a double. Oh, we have the short right here. So I'm going to output, instead of a short, I should actually be changing this to another short. So this another short has to be right here. So this a short, oh, I put that in there. I'm still going to put it here. Yes. Oh, so the other one is I also should delete all this other code up here because I don't need it. I'm not using it. And I need to make int boolean string short byte float double long char. So I have all that. I need to base a, so instead of a byte and then a long, so I need to replace a long with all my x's. And I need to use a byte for a if a byte equals 1, then I'm going to output, so let's make another string, temperature, and temperature is going to become, so fast, oops. So fast, else temperature will equal, so hot, and then down here instead of outputting so fast, I'm just going to output temperature, and now that changes. I have a variable that changes in this, and I can move on. So I already have a short. Let's just make a checklist real quick. So let's open up Paint. We have a, there we go, print screen, paste, go back to the code. I have a byte and a short, so let's go here. I have a byte and a short. I have a boolean. Boolean's down, bool. I don't know why boolean's not there. And I got the other short. I have a byte and a long. And another string. I already maxed out on strings. That's going to be easy. And that's all good. Now I got to go to the next one. So let's see here. What do I need? I need a double. So I'm going to go a double. A double, copy, paste. I need 59 numbers. Now this is a 2, 4, 6 option, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. We needed to split that up, so I have 2, 4, 5, 6. When I have 2, 4, 5, so what I need to do is copy this right here, and now I need to make a double into every X, and then I need to do the math. So I'm splitting this up with 4 options and 2 options, so I'm going to put the split right there. So the total of this is 11, 27, 28. And the next one's 11. And the next one's 6. So 11 plus 16 is 27. And now I have all of these done. So now I need to go on down here. So I'm going to add 11 to 28, which is 39. So now I have this output all set up. And now I need to copy over the words. So the school, the bird, the house, the car. Did I miss one? Yes, the world. So now what I need to do is copy the string up here. I'm already at 30, so now I need to make it 40. And I'm also going to delete this so I have an easy copy in. And I'm going to paste, 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 paste. Trying to delete all the old comments so we just don't get confused. And I'm going to cut in so I know that I used everyone at least once. And notice I'm not copying the spaces there, it's just the word. Because we're going vertically, we actually don't need spaces on the output. And of course, once I copy in all the values, I'm still going to copy again over all the words just that I have for commenting. Now I have a double made, so I'm going to go back over here and knock off double. Let's actually output another double. So I'm going to go, actually, let's just copy this line. And I'm going to go well, let's actually make an int, because this will actually make the most sense. So I'm going to make an int from 1 to 3. And then I'm going to put inside of all these, I'm going to say the first, so I'm going to go an if statement. So I'm going to make a string here as well. First, second, third, I'm going to call it, equals blank, so I'm not just going to declare it. And then I'm going to say if a double, let's make this a int. If a int equals 1. And then we're going to go else if a int equals 2. And then else. And then I need to say first, second, third equals the string st space, because st first, second. Hopefully you get what I mean by that. If you don't, you'll see it in 2 seconds. Second, nd, and third, rd. So I'm going to concatenate the a int, and then I'm also going to concatenate first, second, third. And then I'm going to concatenate to the world because I have the space at the end as well. So this is actually going to work quite well. So it's going to say the first, the second, and the third, respectively, in this little combo. So I've taken care of a lot of things here. I have a int and another string. So I have another string. I have another int. So I have that output taken care of. Now I have to do this one, which this is just for. So I need another else if here. So I'm just going to paste that in there and tab that back. Let's see what variables I need. I need another int along. So I'm going to use floats this time. So I'm going to go float, float. I'm going to actually make 2 floats. So a float, and then another float. So this is going to be 50 because I have 50 numbers. So I'm going to go through a float, a float, a float, a float. First number is 12. Next number is 7. 12 plus 7 is 19. 19 plus 16 is 35. And then I have the rest of the numbers, 15, which adds up to 50. So now I have that set up. Now I need to go get my output, which is over here. It's these 4, so I'm going to copy over here, comment it out. And I'm going to be smart about this. I'm going to comment it out twice. And then I'm going to cut, paste, cut, paste, cut, paste. And I'm going to copy this and paste there. And I have the wrong y value. I was at 40, so now I'm at 50. So 50, 50, 50. Probably should have done that before I started copying in. I have my numbers correct. I have my text correct. Now I have to use this another float for something. Stop spinning blank times space times. And I'm going to paste in another float. And put a space there. And let's do a number from 1 to 5. And then I'm also going to actually have some fun with this. So I'm going to make a Boolean and stop or start. And I'm going to set that equal to get 80 random, I think it's called. Let's see if I have any compile errors. Oh, this should be a byte, not a short. Get 80 random doesn't exist. What is it? Get 80%. And then a short is already defined. That's fine. So I said that, and then I'm going to say if this, then my string, which I'm making another string as well. So I go over to here and type off another string, and I'm making another Boolean. So string stopper, I'm going to call it, equals stops, just by default. And if stop or start, I'm going to actually put not stop or start because I only want this to be true the 20% of the time. I'm going to say stopper equals starts space, put the space in there as well, and then I'm going to erase all of the stops, go big or go home, and I'm going to concatenate in stopper, so stopper plus, which means I'm going to have a 20% chance that's going to say starts talking or starts singing every single time instead of stops talking. So that's actually pretty cool. It's a little bit more work, but I think it's worth it. So now I have that done. So now I'm looking at the next set of code, which is the 8 options. So I'm going to copy this over here, comment out twice. And now let's take a look at my variables. I need I thought I made some more of these actually. Boolean string, okay. So double floats. So I took off care of my floats. So I need a double and a long. So let's make this a double. And then I'm going to copy, make another long. So I have to typecast it to those values. So I'm going to say another long. And I think it's also another double. I'm going to be using another double on this. So I have 8 outputs. This is a 6 output. That's not right. Oh well, I can just fix it. So this should be here, this should be here, and this should be here. There we go, triple nested if, on the fly. So I want to use my another double to be my X, which I definitely should have changed before I pasted all those. Oh well. And now I need these values more simplified, so I'm going to enter and comment out. I'm going to split them up. And this sum is 33, 41, 47. That's not right. Oh, because it's 57. No, that's still not right. 37. Because this sum is 10, 20. There we go, 57. So I want to make my double total be 57. 20 is obviously way easier to do. So I'm going to go 20 here. I'm going to go 8 here. I can go 6 because 2 and 6. And then I'm going to go, this is 8, so this is 16. I have all these taken care of. Now I need 23 plus 20 is 43. And then I need the first 12, so this is 32. And after 43, I'm going to add 8, so 51. And now I have my triple nested if set up. Now I need my output, so I'm going to copy over this line of code to right here. I'm going to simplify this drastically and also move this to 60. And then I'm going to copy this to every single line. There we go. And now I'm going to, around and around, cut all these, which looks like it's going to be actually really hard because the spacing on it's so terrible. All around, in the air. Should get this to be an army commercial or something. On life. On their phone. And in their seats. And now I gotta change something. I'm gonna do we have a double and a long, so let's take care of those. So I need an int. I'm just gonna do another boolean. So let's go boolean, and let's use one of the other methods that I haven't used yet. Get X%. Let's do that one because that one's actually kind of interesting. So boolean get X%, where the parameter is going to be 42, the meaning of life. So I'm going to call this variable life. And then I'm going to say if life, then the string, which I'm going to make another string, explanation. So explanation equals the meaning of life is, and if it's not else, we're just going to say explanation equals nothing, the empty set, which you can do. And then I'm going to concatenate this explanation to every single output again. Actually, I'm just going to do 4 just because it's to save time. The first 4. And that's it. Did I use another long? No, I didn't. I'm going to concatenate at the end of this one and this one. I'm going to say plus the variable plus space times. Yeah, let's just put it at the end of every single one. And I'm going to make this a really big number just because I can. Let's compile it. Now we're down to, yeah, we got that all done. So now the only thing we have to make is another int, which, oh my goodness, making a random int is going to be so hard to do. Make it 65. Oh, I think this is a must, isn't it? No, it's not. That's a must, and that's a must. So I'm 2/3 of the way done now. I should have enough time. So I'm going to call this another int because this is my last int. So I'm going to copy that with all my x's. How many options are there? 2, 4, 6, 8. Why is this? Whatever. So I have 2. So I have my triple nested. So now what I need to do is I'm going to end line this so I can look at it better, split it, add them up 15, 28, 31. And then this one I don't need to add up because I'm going to just do 31. Half of this is 15. And this is 8. So 15 plus 13 is 28. 31 plus 25 is 56, so this is going to be 56. So this is going to be, because I can add 10 quicker than I can add 15, 41. And then if it's not less than 56, it's less than 61, because add 5. And now I have this all set up. So now I need to copy this to right here. Let's delete this text, change this to 70, and copy pasta. Now I need to copy over the strings, so go to the Excel file. So I need 2 lines of this. And so because of, instead of, in honor of, in replace of. And I'm going to be smart this time and cut this line and put it down here. Instead of, in horror of, in memory of, and in memification of. Now I need something to change. So Boolean memes equals get random Boolean. Hopefully that compiles. Yes, it does. So then I also need a string memes. And if memes meme equals the string me. And I'm going to, if it's not, I also need to declare it. So else meme equals fail. And put a space right here, put a semicolon at the end, oops, semicolon. And I'm going to concatenate this to the end of these strings. There we go, that's all I need to do. Now let's go fails, memes. And that's done. Now the last one, I'm just going to go int just to keep my sanity. I hate this. Actually, I love programming. So I'm going to change all this. This actually has to be a random 100. Even though it's 50, so I'm going to go it's a 6. So yeah, I have 5, 2, 4, 6. So I'm going to copy this right here. And go right there. So this needs to be 100 plus 0. No, 100 plus 1. So this is the easy one. So I have to double all these. So 3. I'm going to split this up with. I have 4 outputs and 2 outputs. I'm going to make this actually 18 and this one 8, just to split the order. So I have 10, 15, 25, so the first 50. This is 10, so the first 20. And this will be 6, that's good. And this will be 20 plus 14 is 34. And then I'm going to double 7, which is 14, plus that is 64. And now I have that all set up. Now I need to go get the text. Paste this here, delete this, make this 80. Copy, paste. paste, 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 paste. Now I need to go get the text. This is the fun one. And Chuck Norris, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Jackie Chan. Hopefully these are all spelled right. Sanic, and I'm just going to type Santa. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a if true, I'm going to say my string fencing equals is better than fencing. And then I'm going to say if true, fencing then equals is not better than fencing. So basically always changes this, and I'm always going to concatenate this with the string fencing to every single one of these, even though it doesn't make any sense. It makes dollars. And done. And last but not least, I have to do times 100 plus 0, so 100, 0. And I'm just going to make it an int just to 100, 0. So replace this with 100, 0 on every single one. And then this is a 2, 4, 6 output. This has 5. So I copy this. I'm going to put this just to help you guys down here. So it's 3 and 3. So let's split this up 3 and 3. Boom, split. Now I need the last string. And we're going to paste it here twice. And I need the string. Delete, 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 90. And then copy pasta. And then put in the text. I actually want build a wall to happen a lot, so I'm going to put it down. Actually, I don't know where the percentages are right now. That's because whispers into ear. Crouching tiger. Gotta go fast. And brings in the presents. Boom. Now I gotta get the numbers correct. This is out of 100, and I'm not including 0. So what I'm gonna just do is I'm gonna be lazy and just not include the equal sign, which is gonna take care of the first value. So now I just do the same exact thing basically. So I split this up, so I have 60. Wow, this is really easy. So I'm gonna do this up here. 60 if this is less than 8. No, it's less than 30. Less than 8. Done. And then if it's after 60, then I also need to do plus 20. So this is 80. And then 62. And I'm done. I need to make a complex string output. So build a wall. I'm going to say another Boolean. Block driveway equals, and let's get a percent that we haven't used. Let's just do get 80%. I think I can find where I put that. There it is. And then I need a string blocked equals empty string. And then if block driveway is true, then blocked equals build a wall in your neighbor's driveway just for the lulz. And I'm going to concatenate this to the end of this string, and I'm done. I'm 99% sure. Oh, I got to delete all the rest of the junk down here. Because I want to be nice and not turn in all this nonsense code. But I need these. Boom. Now when I compile it, no syntax errors, and let's see if this actually works the first time. Ooh. Ooh, this is quite invigorating. Come on, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no overlap. Oh, I forgot one thing. I forgot my debug code. But other than that, it works. Joe Biden is not better than fencing. Haha. Anyway, so we gotta go in. I gotta go make my debug code, which I should have made while I was doing it. But what I need to do is output my variable that I am doing the debug on. So what I need to do is copy this, write her, and go a short equals, and then plus a short, and I'm going to make this 300 because none of my things are actually long, and so I now need to copy this on every single one. So I put one right here, and this is another short, so a long. Ooh, I need to make these the same y value, so 20, 30. A double. I think this is 30 if I'm not mistaken. No, 40. $50, a float, so this is now 60, so another double, and I'm typing it out because I'm keeping my g.jawstring in my paste field, so I don't have to keep on scrolling for that. So another int, and we're at 70 because I can see it right there. I wish I didn't write such a long variable. 80, come on, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. If 100, 0, 100. Why am I not just pasting this? Because it's the last one. And now I have all my debug codes, and I'm going to actually leave them there just because. And boom. MadLibs is done in one period. And I need a pre-post summary, which I'm not going to do. I'm sorry. That would just be pointless. Because I want you to do it. I left the comments in there. Ooh, I got to rename it. Fencing. Haha, you're not getting this code. Don't ask. Compile. And boom, done. Everything's good. If you really want to, you could look line by line. I showed every single line of code in the movie and slowly type over every line. But that's going to take way too long. And if you have that much attention span to do that, good luck passing the test. Because you will fail it. That's how I'll know you did that. So don't bother doing that. Good luck. Wish you the best, and I will see you later.